Welcome back to Shadowcaster Tattoo. I'm Shady J, and I'm excited to bring to you one of 12 or 13 videos doing reviews for some tattoo machines that I got on loan from Adam Darklord. We're going to start out with the Flux Max, the Stormtrooper edition that has the PowerBolt 2 battery set in it. That seems to be the big advantage, realistically, unless you're just a huge fanboy of FK irons, then I can appreciate that. The key points of interest that I'm worried about, or interested in rather, would be brushless motor, direct drive, adjustable cam or replaceable cam, whether it's wireless, a good battery life, and of course, last but not least, easily cleanable. So we're gonna see if it passes these tests and how it kind of feels on the skin. I'm gonna go down and tattoo a little piece on me so I can actually get a feel of it and maybe expose its dirty little secrets. So, oh, before I forget, make sure to check out Adam Darklord's other channel that he kind of let us all collab on called Tattoo Review Crew. You've got Adam Darklord, of course, Captain Ron's Inc., and myself, Shadowcaster Tattoo. So please check it out. Let us know what you think. Subscribe, like, share, all the things. Thanks. Peace. Okay, so we're about to open it up. This was the 2023 model, I do believe. They did make the Master, the Trooper, this one, the Rebel, and the FK N1. Each of them have their own little theme. This one, of course, is going to be Stormtrooper White, which is kind of cool. So we're going to crack it open and then take a closer look. Okay, so upon opening it, it does come with the pretty sick, the 4th collection FK Irons patch. Can't be mad at that, right? Then you do have the spare battery, the PowerBolt 2 battery. This one I do believe is the first one with the OLED screen on it compared to the other ones. Again, this is my first hands-on with an FK irons machine, so not too bad. Not too heavy. This one, they just twist and pull. This one is the 4.5 stroke. I think you can see right there. We go, right about there. Which is my preferred. This section right here, I don't know if that's for a key or what, but it can be almost fully disassembled. Standard grip. So the transmission is housed inside this bad boy. I watched a review where a guy did take this apart. It will void your warranty, so don't do that. But apparently he's able to unscrew here and then the transmission falls out the back, and you could change the direct drive cam if you were so inclined. But if you have a warranty, go through them. Don't be messing your own machine up. If the warranty is expired and you're screwed, then, I guess do what you do. But don't do it because I said so. So, I think the battery's pretty secure. Not gonna fall out at all. No real wiggle. Shouldn't be for the price point. Not quite the same finish as this year's model. I don't know if this year's model is just like a remake or what, but as far as power button, you just click it once. And if you hold it again, it'll cycle through the modes. Let's see. Okay, so holding it down will let you cycle through the modes. So you got E-give, and then you got up or down. So it's at 0, which is 0 give. E-give 1, 2, and then 3 is the highest that it goes. So you could just cycle all the way through without having to go back and forth. But if you're not familiar with what E-give is, it's kind of similar to a coil tattoo machine in a way. So when you're hitting the skin, supposedly on these, it'll give it a little more hang time in the skin to help out with not overworking the skin and then being able to properly saturate the area. So we'll take a look at that later. I'm gonna do a little piece on me, but so you got E-give, click it again. You have the foot pedal on or off. Foot pedal is kind of cool for them, the old cats that are used to having a foot pedal. Honestly, once you get used to not using a foot pedal, I don't see why you'd go back to having to worry about one more thing to step on. And yeah. So it's there, it's an option. Your timer on and off. So if you want to keep a timer, if you charge hourly, keep a track of your client time that way. I guess you can if you're into that. And then of course you could go display volts or hertz. I prefer hertz. Seems to be a little more accurate. And then the voltage setup was confusing at first, but upon reading a little more, you can do it in 0.01 increments, so you can dial it in a little more if you're used to that, or you can jump up or down in half increments. And then as far as left or right-handed, so when you're using it this way, the display will read correctly. If you flip it to left, then it would, you know, invert that, just like that. But I'm right-handed, so we need to fix that. So cool option though. All in all, it's a quiet machine. It's running at 88 Hertz, which should be equivalent. I mean, it says here that's 5.3 volts. This is running 88 Hertz. It says it's 5.3 volts right there. That's gonna be different. I mean, I have a different machine that would put it at more like 7.5 or 8. So this does have a Japanese brushless motor in it, which is gonna be pretty reliable. It's not gonna break down as fast over time or heavy use. They do say that it's modular because it's compatible with the existing FK iron grips, the PowerBolt batteries, and then of course the kill switch. I believe that's their foot switch as far as that goes. And this one does come 4 and 4.5 millimeter. It does have Bluetooth connectivity. We will pair it up with the Dark Lab phone app that I have. That'll let you do a little bit more as far as alternating settings and supposedly using voice control, which that hands-free, I guess that could be kind of cool. So we'll take a look at that too. They say that it's compatible with existing PowerBolt and PowerBolt Plus batteries. And then as far as battery goes, they're saying about 5 to 6 hours of battery life, depending on, you know, how you use it. It could be fully charged in 2 hours apparently. It seems pretty accurate. I mean, I was using the USB Type-C charger, and it seemed like after a couple hours it was pretty good. So, and you do get 2 of them. It does go from 4 to 12 volts or 66 to 199 hertz, which again, I think every machine's just gonna be a little different. That's really quiet. We're gonna blow it up, man. At 9 volts, that's humming. All right, I wanted to run you through the Dark Lab app that is compatible with this machine and lets you do quite a few things with it. So first we'll pop it open, scan for a new device. And it's picking up both of them. There's 2 batteries, so we'll hit the one on the left. Connect with it. So that's an issue. It's literally the other battery. So we'll connect with this one on the right. Should be this one. Yeah, so pretty cool. Power on. So the new firmware found, downloading firmware, and how much firmware can be in here. So the app seems kind of cool. It's ready, it's updated, it says. Not 100% sure about that. Hey Siri, set PowerBolt 2.
What voltage do you want?
7 volts.
On it. I tried, but PowerBolt 2 voltage took too long to respond.
All in all, I wouldn't rely on the Dark Labs app. It seems kind of cool if you're hands-free. It also seems a little extra if your machine's wrapped and you're right there. With buggy software like that, it's not going to be something that's going to add to the tattoo experience. It's going to be a huge takeaway. So that would be a big no on that. Okay, so I heard through the grapevine that this machine has a dirty little secret, and we're going to expose it. We're going to try it out. We're going to see if it's real or not. We have a FK Irons Flux Max. Here we go. We have an FK Irons Flux Max. Nice finish. Kind of porous like, right? Well, let's check that out. Let's see what we're working with. So it was told to me that this machine will get dirty AF if you get ink on it. A little birdie recommends that you polish it down with Vaseline before you use it so it doesn't absorb that ink or get messed up. So this isn't my tattoo machine. It was on loan from Madame Dark Lord, so I'm definitely not gonna fuck it up. If I do, then I guess I have to buy another one. But we're gonna try just a couple little spots on it and see how true that is. So and I got way too much Vaseline, right? You're supposed to rub it down. So I think we'll just do a little there and a little there and see how true it is. So let's say we rub that spot down, rub the battery down a little bit, right? But not too much. Go. Garbage. So let's say we got it covered, all right? Okay, good enough. Okay, so this spot here has no Vaseline, and this spot here has no Vaseline. So let's check it out. A little dab will do ya. That's what my mama used to say, right? Okay. Well, it's just soaking right up, and this was a bad idea. Okay, so let's see, we do that. And we got over here, right? Then, oof, I went hog with that. We'll go right here without any Vaseline, and then right here without any Vaseline. And let's see. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Okay, well. Maybe if you're using it all day, I don't know, you know. It's not that bad, but worth a shot. I mean, it did get a little stain on it earlier, but I just got it off with the green soap. So maybe if you let the ink sit on there for an extended period of time. If you guys have had this happen to yours, reach out, let me know. I am not about to let this sit overnight with ink stained on it, nor should anybody's tattoo machine be sitting overnight with ink stained on it. So that's all for that piece. Okay, I've never done this before, so I'm gonna try out this Flux Max. Yeah, Flux Max Stormtrooper Edition. I'm just gonna rip some 14 round liner, see how that does with it, and then run a little 7 mag just to kind of see if it's really worth it or not. We've got it on E-Give 0, about 101 hertz. Let's turn it down to 99. I guess 101. Well, try it out. I haven't used this on real skin yet, so we're gonna see how she do. Okay, so now we got the line in there with the 14 round liner, and now we're gonna see what this baby can do with a little shade. A little 7. So we'll do about 50% black. Let's see what we come up with here. This is on 0 E-Give. Okay, let's try E-Give 3. A little more painful, but not too bad. Yeah, that's definitely packing it. Well, I turned the speed down too, but I slow my hand down a little bit. Let's see how we get it. As far as a color packer, I'm pretty impressed, to be honest. Positive experience I had with it would be it did pack in the color pretty nicely. I didn't have to try too hard at all. Did a little piece on my leg. I'll throw up a little clip of it here. Yeah, went right in like no problem. Just using regular Allegory lining black, so that was kind of cool. I did change the e-give through all the different stages of it, and that part I didn't notice a huge difference on at all. I would have liked to have seen where it was like a noticeable difference where it wasn't putting it as well or at all, and I had to go back to, you know, the third one, you know, e-give 3. Being able to modify how the machine works to your style is something that seems to be a big deal with this machine. Going into the Dark Labs app, I did try that out today, and I wish I was happily surprised with it. The Dark Labs app malfunctions in so many different ways that I can't even imagine using it in front of a client or at a convention. I mean, imagine just being like, "Hey Siri, change the voltage," and then it's changing the battery that's in the case still and not on the machine. So I updated the software. I did the best I could at troubleshooting them, but literally, as you'll see in the video, Bluetooth icon was on the one off the machine, but it was still controlling the one on the machine. I switched the batteries, still didn't help. Updated the software 2 times, still didn't help. I'm sure if you reached out to FK Irons or Dark Lab support, they'd have some kind of workaround for it. But for me, that's a hard pass. I don't want to be messing around with that. You can literally do everything right on the machine or the machine battery itself. So yeah, the Dark Labs app might work cool on some stuff, but for me, that was a no. It's just kind of like extra, when you have extra tech involved in something that you use every day, like a tool, it can either make it really awesome or it can make it worse. So in this case, I would say worse. The cost of the machine is going to be a huge drawback at about $1,300 on their website. For this model, any of the other ones are pretty close to that. That's a big entry point for a lot of people when this machine didn't do a whole lot different than, you know, my other favorite machine that I have. So that's going to be a big entry point for a lot of people for a machine that doesn't have replaceable batteries. Oh, however, let me backtrack. You do have replaceable batteries through FK Irons, and they're going to be about $300 for a replacement battery. So that battery fails, or the motherboard in there fails that controls all the fancy e-give, etc. With your machine, then all that goes out the window with the battery. So that's going to be a big problem for me as well. And then if you wanted to change the cam on the machine without opening up that housing, they run around $500 to $550 mark to change the cam, because you have to buy a whole new transmission. That cam is housed inside. So you open that, it's going to void the warranty. That's going to be a huge pass for me too. So I mean, not only did you spend $1,300 plus on your machine, if you want to switch out to, let's say this one came with a 4.5 stroke, I want to go down to an all-arounder, 3.5, etc. There's another $500,000 right there invested in this machine, where you could easily buy a better machine that you can change the stroke on for like around $50. Apparently, the finish on the machine is more of a porous type, where it's going to absorb that black ink or any ink. So per, I guess, inside tip from a sneaky link to Vaso your wand before I use it. Which, you know, might not seem that bad, but like, I mean, or just have a dirty looking tattoo machine. I guess you wrap it anyway, so, you know, up to you. It's your tattoo machine. Because maybe this machine has been awesome for some people, and I mean, like I said, when I lined with it and did some color packing, that shit was awesome. No lie, like, but this machine for 1,300 bucks, that's a fucking hard pass, man. Like, maybe 500 bucks. You take all that crap with the battery out. I don't need all that, like the e-gib and all that. I mean, yeah. Again, thanks for watching. If you found this informative, useful, you hated it, whatever, let me know. Still subscribe, still like it, still share it. Share it amongst some haters. I don't care. There's probably a Reddit for that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm here to do more videos. I just love doing it. Hopefully this one finds you well. And then to end on a great quote I found from Einstein, maybe I'll continue. Great spirits have often encountered violent opposition from weak minds.